The path to the Peacock Throne, securing absolute authority. Aurangzeb's journey to the Mughal throne began amidst the serious illness of his father, Emperor Shah Jahan, in 1657. This event triggered a fierce war of succession among Shah Jahan's 4 sons. Dara Shikoh, the eldest and favored son, was the designated heir. However, Aurangzeb, then governor of the Deccan, proved to be a more astute military commander and a shrewder political strategist. In a series of hard-fought battles including the pivotal Battle of Samugar in May 1658, Aurangzeb's forces decisively defeated Dara Shikoh. Dara was eventually captured and executed in 1659. With Dara Shikoh removed, Aurangzeb turned his attention to his other brothers. Shah Shuja fled to Arakan where he met an obscure end. The youngest brother, Murad Bakhsh, was imprisoned and later executed in 1661. After the defeat of Dara Shikoh, Shah Jahan was confined to the Agra fort in June 1658. Aurangzeb officially crowned himself emperor in Delhi in July 1658, adopting the title Alamgir, meaning conqueror of the world. By these calculated measures, Aurangzeb systematically eliminated all opposition and secured his undisputed control over the Mughal Empire. Enforcing orthodoxy religious policies and societal shifts. Aurangzeb was a devout Sunni Muslim, and his personal piety deeply influenced his approach to governance. He believed it was his duty as a ruler to govern according to the principles of Islamic law, or Sharia. In 1668 he banned music at the imperial court and discouraged lavish celebrations of certain festivals. The office of the Censor of Public Morals was strengthened to enforce these regulations. A significant policy was the re-imposition of the tax on non-Muslims in 1679, which had been abolished by Emperor Akbar. Aurangzeb's reign saw the destruction of some Hindu temples, often politically motivated. These actions contributed to the growing alienation of many Hindu communities, fueling later resistance. Military ambitions, expansion, conflict, and costs. Aurangzeb aimed to expand the Mughal Empire, particularly in the Deccan region of southern India. The most persistent challenge came from the Marathas, led by Shivaji Maharaj. Shivaji carved out an independent kingdom, frequently raiding Mughal territories. Aurangzeb dispatched generals to subdue him, but Shivaji's escape from Mughal custody in 1666 allowed him to resume his campaigns. Aurangzeb launched numerous campaigns against the Deccan sultanates, viewing them as politically unreliable. These campaigns were long, arduous, and incredibly expensive. Beyond the Deccan, Aurangzeb also contended with uprisings in the north, such as those by the Yusufzai Pathans and Afridis. While the empire reached its largest territorial extent under Aurangzeb, the constant warfare created a state of perpetual mobilization, with profound economic and social consequences. The strains of governance, long-term consequences of policy. The relentless military campaigns, particularly in the Deccan, had a severe impact on the Mughal economy. Finances were channeled into warfare, disrupting agricultural production and trade routes. The system of land revenue assignments, known as, became strained, leading to increased pressure on the peasantry. Aurangzeb's religious policies, particularly the reimposition of and the demolition of certain temples, created a sense of alienation among non-Muslim subjects. This fueled resentment, and made these groups more receptive to leaders who challenged Mughal authority. The Marathas, under Shivaji and his successors, established a de facto independent state that constantly challenged Mughal dominance. Similarly, Jat peasants and the Sikh community rose in rebellion, driven by economic grievances and a desire for greater autonomy. The sheer size of the empire, coupled with ongoing conflicts and internal discontent, placed immense strain on Mughal administration. Corruption among officials became more widespread, weakening the central government's grip on the provinces. Sowing the seeds. The empire's precarious future. Aurangzeb's reign was characterized by a determined effort to consolidate power, expand the empire, and govern according to his strict interpretation of Islamic law. His methods of securing the throne set a precedent of ruthless ambition. His military and religious policies ultimately undermined the foundations of Mughal power by alienating key segments of the population and overstretching imperial resources. The inclusive policies of predecessors like Akbar had helped to build a broader base of support for Mughal rule. By contrast, Aurangzeb's policies fostered a sense of grievance and exclusion. The prolonged and costly military campaigns in the Deccan drained the imperial treasury and diverted attention from other pressing issues. While the empire reached its zenith in terms of territorial extent, critical fault lines were developing. These factors would play a crucial role in its rapid decline in the 18th century.